Alright, hello, hello. Let me scoot in a little bit. Scooting. Oh. Alright, adjusting for, I don't know. Make sure I'm in the middle here. So, we press the A button. I do not remember where I've been. Here, I think it might make more sense if I get on the right side here. So it looks like I'm looking at the screen instead of next to the screen. Okie doke. Continue. So, farewell my turnabout. Part 4-2. So that was, I don't know. Yeah, it was like 3 months ago almost. Alright, March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh no, it's this man. This man always makes me yawn. Like, not even because that I'm bored. It's just takes more breath support than his lines require. Yeah. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I don't remember why Edgeworth is mad. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, could you please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note? Oh, yeah. Oh, I should look at this for a second. Oh, yeah, the killer. Okay. Although I don't really think handwriting analysis should be put on such a vital clue, just because it's really easy to make someone think someone else wrote it. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. Yeah. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake. Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth. Would you care to explain what's going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carida. Mr. Carida? Well, well. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Engarde. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Engarde could not have known that, so that facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that Engarde had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Here, I don't remember. Present evidence. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engarde to have not known it was a fake. It was in the box? No. I do not remember this thing. Found inside the figurine. I think it's the bear. It's not. Okay, so not the bear. Presents. Okay. It's impossible. Bears, critters, fingerprints. Was her suicide note hidden? Attempted suicide report. Yeah. Didn't we find? Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna. So it's not that one. It's been so long. Okay. So let's try. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try backing down. So it's no use. Something feels wrong. Oh, okay, never mind. So that wasn't the right answer. Okay, so it's something. Let's just go backwards. No, I'm just waiting for the music to stop. Ay, ay, ay. I guess this thing. Oh. No. Nope. All right. Then it's impossible. Oh my god. Oh, I got it. I got it. What's this? What is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but... Oh, that's right. A camera. You kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Cameras have been around since the... Alright. Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Engarde knew of the existence of this note. because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Engarde would have known that the victim had the forged note. Ack! So then, the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engarde's motive for murder was. It has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engarde monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Engarde didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Yeah, you don't have it, do you? Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. Ho ho ho. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured. It came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? Oh, if the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engarde's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who's perfectly fit to answer once and for all Edgeworth, answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley to kill her to commit murder? That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness? It's, what is he saying for? Yes? Go on, who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait, Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean, the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here? To the witness stand? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this all... I thought that was the answer. Is this all right with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is all right to do this. Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Oh, Lord. Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please. He always has such a hard time getting names and occupations from people. what voice would it? Probably just like the kind of. All right. Very good, sir. My name is Shelly DeKiller, and I'm a professional assassin. I say, what is going on here? Your Honor. How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. Like, how the fuck do you think we're gonna get any answers then? First of all, we really can't even be sure this is really Mr. DeKiller himself. Witness, please present some proof that you are in fact Shelly DeKiller. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya! A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? Yeah, that's our girl. The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly DeKiller. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Jesus fucking Christ. These dogs. Oh my god. This is what... Oh my god. I just hate dogs now. I hate dogs because of these 3 dogs. 2 of them, really. Sometimes 3. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Like, my mom will, like, fart around in the driveway doing whatever she needs to do. Like, I don't know. Like a normal person would do. And the dogs just lose their goddamn minds until she gets into the house. And then they start barking even louder for, like, maybe a minute. And that's what's going around right now. And then eventually... I don't know. That's what it's been like since I've been born. I hate it. I hate these dogs. I do not feed them. I do not brush them. I do not walk them. I do not bathe them. They are just there. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Crida. Is this correct? It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Crida. Gulp. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. Just a bad dream. Shelly DeKiller. What is he going to say? What is he going to say? There is something I first must state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. DeKiller seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. DeKiller is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be on a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Alright, Time to press everything. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry, go on. Well, it appears this is what witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. Okay. The trust between you and your client? I provide services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that is why you're testifying in this manner? This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did. Yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly...
That's enough. Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. Okay, that seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. Ooh, they broke the rules. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside their prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die? Oh, you got the Maki threats, like from Danganronpa.
No. I didn't say anything.
The judge had better watch himself. You know, it's like Maki always giving you the dead eyes. Being like, do you really want to die today? Is this your day? My wish. Okay. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client, since he broke the rules. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Oh, does he have black... Oh. He must have black... Engarde must have blackmail on him. I don't remember if this was already stated before. Ah, that egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try to understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Here, I'm gonna save. And that is the reason. Does he have blackmail on him? Is it still the camera? He must have the camera on. Oh, yeah! Okay, that is the reason. So I present the camera. Camera. No. So that is the reason. Okay, camera. No. It's my wish. Here, wait. They always give a little tagline at the end to give you a hint. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience, just try to calm down a little. It's important to try to understand his mindset. Seems very steadfast, so close, so you gotta have to work. Not his therapist. Do I present the camera here? No. Okay, why is this testimony so short? Something I first must state to an assassin. Okay, what? Trip between you and your client, I preside, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah, discreet, blah blah blah. Oh! Oh, this is new. I think. The music stopped. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. Okay. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person? I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Now then, everyone. Do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think, really. In that case, and it's just like, click. It walks it off. I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason. Oh? Now then, I do believe it's about time. Yeah?
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is... Yeah, Phoenix is about to shit himself. Adrian Andrews? What? No. Yeah, everyone's the fuck? Witness. That's not who you told me it was earlier. You're cheating. It's like, there's just all this game of Among Us. Like, how could you do that to me? I'm like, we're playing Among Us. Of course I'm lying to you. And you're like, we're sitting right next to each other, bro. Not anymore. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? This can't be. Oh, whoops, wrong voice. This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. DeKiller just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court. Mr. DeKiller told him a different name. Matt Engarde, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you were the one who summoned this witness.
He's like, yeah, I know. You, Shelly the killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is not on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. DeKiller's client, who requested the murder, who was not the defendant after all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Engarde is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Oh. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, Engarde will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. DeKiller is lying. And Engarde, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? I mean, we have to for Maya. Although I know Maya will be pissed.
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelly DeKiller is certainly lying under oath. Oh, it wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Miss Andrews. The suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. A twisted psychopath.
That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. DeKiller himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright! Oh, I don't remember what kind of voice I had for her. I think it was a low voice I gave her. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Well, obviously, we gotta request the trial continue. Well, here. Okay, we're gonna continue. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Mountain Guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than on guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. And it's because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on guard convicted so many times over. And never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Is Phoenix finally gonna admit his feelings? If Mia's like, is Phoenix finally gonna reveal his feelings? Yes you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about, usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. It is any wonder no one likes to go to court.
About my client part 2.
As I've already stated quite a few times, Miss Adrian, just Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrillo was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when my client had broken my rules.
Huh. This is the most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time in a row. However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Objection!
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have...
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Yeah. Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defendant's case.
Yeah, too much so.
If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us. Okay.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But if I have something... But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness. About requesting a hit. Yes? How much is your fee, Phoenix? I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No. I'm not thinking of hanging...
Mr. Wright!
Oh, no. Yes?
You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you?
Yeah, right now I do. What? Why would you think something like that? You're on...
Guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You are hereby declared guilty.
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I'm the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. DeKiller. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, and my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You try to make things easy?
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. And while pretending to be the first person to discover... Oh, is this new? Okay. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you, I have no intention of using your services, ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? From the very beginning?
That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true.
That's odd. But even more appalling is...
So why do you think your client did that?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of a crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who had requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Engarde.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible.
Huh?
My job is to kill. That is all. And to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
I don't think that's gonna fly, my guy. Okay. Alright, that's not gonna fly, my guy.
Again? As in you plan to continue? Oh. The fourth successor? I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney? Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really.
Are you really now?
I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. I don't think he has a think in his thought brain ever. What are you going to do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. That's true. However, you realize that this will be very bad for our client, right? Ugh, I'm so confused. But the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness. About. Oh, wait. Is this the. Oh. Okay, never mind. Was tampering with the scene of. Okay. To frame another. Pretending to be the first person discovering the body. And enter the scene. Wait, she wouldn't have poured the glass of tomato juice, right? If she had said it herself. The juice.
Objection!
There we go. You don't need juice if you're dead. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. Killer. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Quan Creatha had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
Mr. Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Creatha had only fainted. Which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planted, they would have never left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't it a waste of time?
What? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Creatha's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. How strange. How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Phoenix. Oh, something. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I know.
Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry.
Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning the request, or when the request was taken. Very well.
Oh, very well.
I keep getting DeKiller and Edgeworth's voice mixed up. Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items DeKiller left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Oh. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I've made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Hold it!
1 week ago? Are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. And I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please, stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. A specific date and time? It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. Request at a certain bar, blah blah blah, that is what occurred. Okay. A week ago, met at a certain bar. That is what occurred. Here.
Hold it!
So you physically met. Of course I did. Oh. Press it further. Witness, I would like you to give us a few more details. Principal, I never take the request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust and blah 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 client. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking at them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Very. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. Killer had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken.
So you're saying that his client was really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so. You see, it is just as I said. I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax. Now then, will the witness care to continue? So your client was Adrian Andrews? That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. I'm just looking at these. And a certain bar. There's a quest. Here. Because I'm gonna press on the camera, I guess? Or present the camera.
Objection!
No. No. We'll get there, I guess. As a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. Is it?
Objection!
Nope. Okay, not that. How can I prove they haven't met in person?
Hold it!
Oops. Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, have my own preparations. Barely able to finish. I need supplies. Specific date and time. So I think. Wait. How did they? How could this happen then? If we didn't know, if he's saying he didn't, I don't know. I don't know.
Objection!
No. So not that one. That's for the night so a week ago. Customer services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at the bar. Yeah, let me try to just press everything twice or something.
Hold it!
So we could go. Specific date and time.
Hold it!
Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? Press further. So, what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. Huh? The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Crea's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me. He must be talking about this bear puzzle. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all. That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony, was very important, sure.
The testimony just now has made one thing clear. And that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine.
Huh?
Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really? Witness, please continue with your testimony. So you physically met with Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. Oh, is that what? I guess press it again. Witness, I would like you to give us a few more details. I always meet with my clients as I was about to say Kleenex. I always meet with my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That is because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright?
I mean, sure. Yeah? Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. Killer had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he was mistaken.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so. You see, it's just as I said. Yeah. So lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. So your client was Adrian Andrews? That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong. There doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. Confirmation. Why is the time, how long ago, relevant? Customer services on the night of the ceremony, award ceremony. So gonna try this thing.
Objection!
Nope. So not that. To discuss and finalize a few matters. Boom, boom. So that's the crime scene. I'm so confused. That is what occurred. I trust my memory. I believe I made no mistakes. I have no clue. Okay, what? Doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. Draw information. When did he buy, like, does the bear being purchased have anything to do with this? Request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. I'm looking for help. It's been too long. Okay. Press affairs statement. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I did mess up on the answering thing. So they're not both important. One of them is not important. Of course I did. What was that? Press it further. Might get it gives a few more details. Okay, important. No. The other one is why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him. Oh. He fucked up. He thought Adrian was a boy. I've seen it spelled differently for a girl. Like the way it's spelled, I would definitely see more for a boy. The IAN. I would see more like ADRIENNE or something like that if it for a girl. Ooh. That's when I thought, I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony?
Yeah. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe that testimony was just now was of the utmost importance. I didn't know it was utmost. I thought it was upmost. Utmost.
Huh? Really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. Okay, now. Hello. Adrian. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. At that time? Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelley DeKiller? You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip up about her. So what is the issue? And he's like, ah, shit. What did you say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face to face with his clients when he's taking their request.
Oh, I thought he was gonna make a list, sorry. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. Is this leaking oil? Oil sweat?
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see. He's like, I'm like my father was ambidextrous too.
Luckily for Mr. DeKiller, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
But what? What is going on?
I'd like to know as well.
Shelley DeKiller, this court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. I don't know about that. So, does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I know he's going to spit out more lies.
Very well. But this time, give us the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Carrera and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
So you took this job through a letter.
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. Aww. The best friends. They're historical best buddies. They're best pals. Historically. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
But didn't you say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? Oh, no, I did not. Oh, come now, let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess.
Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met his client?
Met with his client. Met with his client. He got the bear. He got the bear, right? Yeah. My proof. We've come this far. I have to try to prove something here. Yes. Just in case I'm wrong. Because I might. Very well, I will show you proof. Are you sure about this, Phoenix? Yeah, here's the proof. It's the bear figurine. Yeah. So, what do you think? Was that on it? Wait. Yeah. So it's not the bear. Show you proof. Here's proof, not the witness. Did I just goof here? Is it the note? Is it this? Is it that? No, it's not that one. Wasn't there a picture of him talking, the butler talking to somebody? Is that, no. Okay,
Take that!
no. I don't think I should have gone this way. Oh, you can't see the evidence. I don't think that. Yeah, whoopsie. Let's continue here. Let's save right here instead. I was gonna take a job without having my. Here, let's just.
Hold it!
And why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I meet each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities?
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Haven't heard it called that since I don't know when. Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope?
I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. Whatever. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email.
With the hyphen and everything.
In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot hands down. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client and...
Hold it!
2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide? No. It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Yeah. See, whether or not they're related to the case, to this case, is for the court to decide. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get mad? Mr. Attorney.
Yes.
Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. But it hasn't been true. Hasn't been true at all. Which, that's not how we want to win. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue this cross-examination. Whoopsie. Could it be that you are oh, shit. No. Okay, can I just go back? Yeah. Okay. We're just not mad anymore. Okay, I'm gonna just let him pass on it. I'm gonna question him still, but let him pass. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, this time let it go, because clearly he's upset he's spaghetti. To kill her sounds like one sharp man. I should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious. A witness, if you please. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once? I did once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. That's what I was trying to answer earlier about the fucking figurine. That's how I could prove that I was saying earlier. Okay, I guess that's the game has to tell you that's the answer before you put in the answer. God damn it.
Yes, I see.
See, I was looking for this picture. Why didn't I have it? Where's the picture? See, it's not that photo. Look at this graph. It's not this one because it's that. Why didn't I have this? Why didn't I have that photo? I guess there's no photo of that moment. But Miss Andrews is wearing a mask at the time.
A mask?
The nickel samurai mask, I'm guessing?
Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this? You have any problems with this piece?
Testimony? I'm so confused. Okay, I'm gonna save here again. One thing does sort of stick out at me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Powers' testimony.
After all the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room.
So I was looking for this photo too, and that's not a photo, it's just a flash shot. And it's tomato juice.
Matt was standing there in the front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. Engarde. And at the time, he was not wearing a nickel samurai mask.
Oh!
Oh, Lord.
Order, order. Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember that. Witness.
Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to various rooms.
Juice.
Is that so wrong? Huh? The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very fucking no. Very generous person. Yeah, Edgeworth is like, I'm sorry, but sadly, we are not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I be standing around here prosecuting? Oh, the deja vu. And isn't his salary more than enough for one man?
Where is your evidence that the large roll of cash was not, in fact, a tip? Come, Mr. Edgeworth, show me the money.
What? Mr. Attorney.
Yes?
You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client.
Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know?
Oh, I know and agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. Man, all these male voices make me yawn.
Urk.
I think we're on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I am free to cut contact at any time.
I'm sorry. Please forgive my foolishness. If only you were this apologetic all the time. Anyway, I do not see a huge contradiction here. Okay.
We pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? It seems we're still okay to me. And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely. I'm sorry. Completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in. Oh yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Oh, okay. I chickened out. I was supposed to press him further on this thing. See, like, I don't know, before they penalized me for cautioning someone too much. And I'm sure they'll do it again later. But press it further, you do that twice. Whether or not they're related is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I had said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one. No, wait. Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. This is where... yeah. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the targets, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Korea's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client? Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, will you please include what you just stated in your testimony? As you wish.
Hold it!
Yeah, I found this figurine at Mr. Engarde's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Engarde, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Okay, yes. I'm sorry, it's getting confusing now. I'm gonna peek occasionally, so there's a contradiction. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in that statement there's a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? Present evidence. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine. And she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Engarde Mansion. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think you might have remembered a few things incorrectly.
What?
This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Does she not? Oh. Oh, it would have been opened, right? Hold on. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So it would have been opened if it was presented to Adrian. Shelley to kill her? If he had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. I was going to burn it, for her sake. Even if for a single minute, this bear had been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
Order, order, order. So that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
Oh!
Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do. But wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please, not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney,
Bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise... Ah! Yeah, just keep screaming, Phoenix. It'll kill some time.
what in the... Mr. Phoenix, are you? Or Mr. Wright, are you? Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's... Oh, I keep kidding.
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well,
we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... Yeah, Edgeworth just realized he's like, oh, fuck. Let Edgeworth say fuck. The prosecution... Hey.
What has come over everyone? Even you are.
The prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then, even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews.
This is shit. Yeah, I'm here with Edgeworth. This is some wild ass shit.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
if I end the trial here right now, then your client, Matt Engarde, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Okay, in real life, you can't actually do that. You'd have to have a separate trial for Adrian next.
After this the first person declared innocent.
So yeah, you can't exactly replace the defendant. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we'll now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Engarde, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Would appear. Huh.
Oh, great. Fucking... So I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Engarde?
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap is just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. It just looks like he has like a cup of gravy. Like you just be on Thanksgiving and be like, all right, I'm the gravy man. Who wants some wants some gravy? Like, and just needs like a little pouring spout so you don't make a mess. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life, please? You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Engarde, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's gonna say what I want, aren't you? Right. I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to your heart when it's calling for you. My client, Matt Engarde, is... Oh, you can't even save. I'm gonna save Maya. I'm saving Maya. I'm saving Maya. Do it for Maya. We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Not on guard. Your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry, Maya. Either way. Matt on guard is... Oh! Oh my god. Wasn't she shot earlier? Or was that a different trial? Franziska von Karma! It's her! Ouch. Oh, see, I missed her whip. You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? A Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence in here is in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He is fine, and his injuries are minor. Oh. Oh! Did he... Yeah, he got in a crash, didn't he? All of the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is. That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness. There was nothing else to wrap the items in. I fought long and hard, I'll have you. Right alongside Edgeworth? Damn, this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? This trial is already over, and all that remains is for me to hand down my verdict, and now we have to start all the fuck over again. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. Are you fucking sure, Judge? In this kangaroo-ass court? What?
Objection!
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Ms. Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police. He must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? He strangled the guy. Yeah. Question for more details. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me. Oh, yeah. I was like, totally forgot. That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes.
Oh.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento.
Oh, they took the bullet out. That's good. Because with the other Von Karma, like, he never got it out. Which I'm sure hurt, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Like, even though your body grows around it. Oh. Probably wasn't a very active man to begin with.
I'm sure this will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us very much. Oh, we got a videotape, early 2000s. I bet the killer took that from Engarde Mansion. Yeah, question. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh, yeah.
But I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it?
That's right. Looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelley the killer is no ordinary man. That's not sus at all. Oh, the last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Sure. Was that used during the crime?
I am almost certain it was.
There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the back pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There's a button missing on this uniform. A button? What about the other button? It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. So bellboy's uniform, and into the court record. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. It's just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley the Killer's hideouts would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is, who is the client?
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. Fuck you. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end?
Phoenix. I knew it. There is no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try, for my sake.
Just think about it for a second. There are two ways out of this situation for us. Two? The first, make Matt Engarde wish from the bottom of his very soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engarde himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way, force the killer to end his contract with Engarde. If the killer were to no longer think of Engarde as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He is a man who values his duty toward his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? Other side? The other side? Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around? Turn about? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and judge, we have all seen the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
Fuck you. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I'm not saying this is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Then, who do you want to show the evidence to? That person? Who's that person? That person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence who you think is the right person.
Objection!
That's impossible. To turn the situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking Engarde down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Okay, that's what I thought. You show it to the killer.
Take that!
I see. And now, tell this court what piece of evidence...
Okay, that I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it is the videotape. I was gonna pick the camera again.
Take that!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence? Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I hear you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was a most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. Oh shit. He would have had to he's had him protecting his own blackmail? I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told by my client not to watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There's a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted a camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. No, it wasn't.
That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. I'm taking a screenshot of that. That's a good screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Engarde fill the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket to get out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly wanted to blackmail you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, but that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? Ooh! He's angry. It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them.
to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that is right. But what if a traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity. I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. So then, he's gonna beg to be in prison. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Beep. Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, like, just your legs give out. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness and... Miss Von Karma, where did that... No, was that Edgeworth? No. She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Mr. Engarde, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Yeah. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. Is this all right with you, Mr. Wright? Yeah? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Okay, so... I really want to plead not guilty and make sure he gets killed. But I know Maya would be pissed. And I already said do it for Maya. So we're doing it for Maya. Matt, on guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me? My wonderful self? Guilty? Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore. Okay. Good God. Give himself more scars. As always, it looks like we've uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put it? She has an illness. Oh, yeah. He was like, yeah, she's mentally ill. So, if you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. Aww. Yeah, I guess it is the first time. Aww. And I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
March 23rd, 5:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict. Yeah, this is the first time he hasn't won. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statement on this matter.
I can't count on evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt Engarde, is... Yeah, we already lived through this. Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. I fight for my friends. Right. Edward, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? I forgot what her voice was super squeaky. You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she is quite safe. She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya is safe! Wow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Miss Nickelsaver, Mr. Nickelsaver. Aww. Thanks. Oh! What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier. Thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost! Your perfect wind record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth. For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I lost everything because of that. And then...
Oh yeah, we saved his life.
It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I call my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that happened, so I left the prosecutor's office.
Okay, for real, I need to take a bathroom break. This is going on longer than I thought. I will be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Okay.
And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendants. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is find with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, but we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. The truth. Yes, that is the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Ah! Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Oh, she left. Francisca threw something on the ground just now. Oh, this is an electromagnetic transceiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track down Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Ah, isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never sit in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she was saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay. Nick! Oh, Nick! Nick! Somebody. Oh, Nick! Who's saying Nick? A lot of people say Nick now. Maya! Mr. Take Maya! Oh, this is so cute. Oh, my babies. That's so cute. Reunited and it feels so good. Oh, Nick, I knew you'd come through. You got Engarde convicted like I knew you would. Yeah, on top of that, you rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. Well, we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, looks like we've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Aw, make it embarrassed. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Heh. Oh, yeah. Has her tummy. Alright. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick! Food! Grub! Chow! I'm starved! I'm so hungry, even you look a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. He's like, I'm a hot dog at least. Oh, never mind. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Alright, how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! Aww. A couple hours later, in the lobby of Gatewater Hotel. Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe? Are you alright? That's the worst bandage job I've ever seen. Are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got on? You did it again, city boy. I feel like my dear old heart was about to give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, I was more excited than the very last episode of the Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now, looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bully Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight, even. I'll keep that in mind. He's just trying to be polite. Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. You're gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Well, you know, it's Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Aw, come on, y'all, it's over. Oh, woo, boy, I tell ya, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? Ah, you think? Why did she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture. Oh, give me 1 second. Sounds like you had it rough, girl. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Maya's picture. Okay. Did she leave it? You know, I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh, beep beep, beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up. Ah, that's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What? Oh, he turned around, right back around for him. And I just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. I guess the whip, right?
Take that!
What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Miss Nick Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? No, Pearl, no. You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick.
Huh?
Ah, yeah. I'm kind of at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kind of already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation like that myself. You just bought yourself a brand new ass camera. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000. Jesus Christ, lady. Huh? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. No fucking, okay, no. Lada, I'll pay for the food. Not your fucking car, yeah. Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Aw, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on. It's been a while since Oh, I know what she wants them to say. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Alright then. If you say so. Objection! Yeah. Okay, so I finally finished the second game. I did not know I was this close to being done. But you know. You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. And go through the credits. Check in on everybody. See how they're doing. I'm so happy you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Oh, wait. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case. No, cancel them. Oh, there's a Shuichi. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief and had me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like letting that one go is bad for all society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Maggie Bird, am retiring this university today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on, and bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir. Hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. I forgot what voice I used for you. So she retired from being a police officer. Oh, God. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hottie Ho-Ho. Recently, yes, that girl, you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, even if I laid so much as an eye on her, it would go crack. Oh, it didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes, oh. Oh, God. Gross. It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. To let the world know we're serious, we plan to make our fabulous go to Zimbabwe. Hey, Max, what do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? No. I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at those jokes. Programming. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going to be more contemporary with my humor. Mo Curls represent. We got our new act all worked out, preparing for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will ya? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. Pow, 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 pow. What's this? It's just an ordinary electric razor on the stand. I can't believe this. Really? How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Etchy Poo's idea, so must have had a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Clean Wendy and treat me like royalty. I wasn't right about this. Going to feel the pain. Feel the burn. Speaking of burn, oh damn it! Really? It was the dialogue that I can't fucking stop.
Oh well, y'all know how Wendy banters. Come on. Okay. I appreciated everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone. Aww. At sushi. It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you'd like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. Maybe we'll be both blessed with longevity. Yeah, no more walkie-talkie. March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departures gate 12. Ooh. This may be where Edgeworth is going. Where are you going, Francisca? How did you know I was here? With this. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. This case is already over. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? That is none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up. You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be the one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you're a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I am not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave this to me to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again.
We prosecutors do not fight for our personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you.
Oh.
And then, finally, my chance to take revenge on you has arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use you during her trial, right? But you are dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I left you behind after all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma.
Oh. You're like fucking fine. I am Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. So you better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Aww. See, she's got the soft side.
Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this.
Oh, the fourth. What? What is it?
So I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
What is the piece? Okay, well, that's off on a cliffhanger. Oh, there's the drawing she did. That's cute. I can kind of see. Aww. Well, yeah, we're done with this one. So, just wait. Okay, now it's saving. So let's end things off here by saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.